Today with my virtual coffee and a card class. Good morning, Caroline. It's so nice to see you here. So last week I didn't have my order in yet, so I decided to do 2 cards today. Okay, so this is the first card, and depending on which kit you received, and I know there's a bunch of you who do not have your kits here yet, so please don't stress about that. The videos will be up here so you can watch at your own leisure when you're ready. So this piece, I'm going to just give you a little bit background information. This is glimmer paper, and it came out of a sheet that looks like this, okay? So some of you might have a piece that has the purples, okay? We all know that the sky can look different, and that is also a really beautiful thing. I got my inspiration from the catalog, actually. I'm just going to have a look. Oh yes, right here. So this is the card that inspired me for my card. And they did not use glimmer paper. They just brayered or sponged on some, probably used our new sponging brushes for the color. And I'll show you that on another time. But I just thought this glimmer paper would be really nice and it would be super easy. Okay. The other thing that I want to disclose is that you'll see that there's a slight curve to the Sahara sand piece. I used a die, but knowing that you might not have a die, today I'm going to use scissors. You just want to not have a straight edge there. Okay, so let's get started. So we're using a Memories and More card, which is a bit bigger than usual. So it's 6 1/4 by 4 1/4. And the first thing we're going to do is adhere this piece. Did I cut it too small? I better fold this in half first. Can't see what I'm doing. There. Oh yeah, good. You know, sometimes as a creator, we have our moments of nerves where we think, oh no, I messed up. So I'm going to put this on first. And here we go. I'm using Tombow adhesive because glimmer paper is a little bit slippery on the back. So I'm just playing it safe by using a liquid glue. Okay? But use whatever you have on hand. And always store your Tombow upside down. It just keeps it all easy and it doesn't plug up. If it does, you can just remove the excess. And I want the yellow at the top, this one. Okay? If you did get a piece of the more purpley tones, I would love it if you shared a picture of your card. Okay. Now in your kit, I'm allowed to include die cuts. You received this cute little, it looks a bit like a pickle, but it is really a cactus. And I'm just going to put this on the glimmer paper. And again, glimmer paper is kind of funny to stick to. So your favorite thing, your easiest, your most successful adhesive is the liquid. Okay. And then there's another little trick we're going to do. And that is, I don't know if I have one here, but I usually like to put a punch on something if it's stuck to glimmer paper. So I'm going to just put that like so. And then I'm just going to put something heavy on it for a minute. And we'll just move that out of the way. Okay. The next trick I want to show you is these. So I don't know if you have found them in the catalog, but we have these things and they're called adhesive sheets. Okay. Now for the sake of manageability, I have a smaller piece here. So we're going to put that on the back of a piece of black cardstock. So it says right here, peel here. So we're going to peel that off, like so. And just put the other piece away. And then, this is where it gets a bit tricky. There's a tiny little edge at the top that you probably can't even see. And you can hold on to that if you want, but I'm just going to lay my cardstock on here. And now I have a sticker. I have a gigantic sticker. Now I do like to trim it because if you put your thing too close to the edge, there's no stickiness there. So we're just going to trim it even so that I know what I'm dealing with. There. Because ask me how I know, right? I've done this before and tricked myself. There we go. And that way it'll be sticky everywhere, okay? The next surprise I have for you is I finally caved and I bought the little mini die cutting machine, and it's so little that it fits right underneath my camera, which is super cute. And then look, it comes with all the cute little things. 1, 2, look at how nice and shiny these clear plates are. 3 and 4. So we're going to try that today. I need to cut some of these. So let's have a look, see. Here is the set that comes in the Product Medley. And And here are the framelits that go with it. So we're using this one today. I used the pickle. And now we're going to use this one. And what was the other one? Oh my goodness, it's missing. Oh no, here it is. Oh, good. We're going to use this one. All right, I'll move this out of the way. And I hope, you know what? I cut this too wide. I have to cut this down to 3 inches. Or is it 4? Of course, oh yeah, here's my ruler. I'm going to measure. It's 3.5. Okay, so 3.5 inches will go through. So we're going to cut this to 3.5 inches. I'll use this for something else. And now we're going to get started. So for die cutting, we need number 1. And let's see, embossing. I think that's it. Just 1, 2, and 2. Let's find out if I'm doing this right. I'm just going to move this out of the way. And we're going to put this right up here so you guys can see. And a black piece. And the little, looks like a hand. And now I've covered up the other one. Oh, here it is. Good. I promise I'm going to get better at finding things. So now we're going to put this one on top. Except that I have the handle on the wrong side. I just have to flip this over. Sorry. And, whoops. It's hard to do it with one hand and with your camera in the middle. There we go. It started. And I have my plate on a bit crooked too. I see that now. That's not good. There, let's even it all up. It's still crooked. Woo! There we go. Okay, so let's have a look. See. There we have 1 and we have 2. Perfect. That worked out really, really well. Okay. I'm going to put these back in my case so I don't lose them. And move that all out of the way. I'm really excited about that little mini. It's very light, so that means it will be wonderful to carry around. So now the black little piece, I just have to get here. There we go. Like so. Now it's a sticker. And that's wonderful for, I'm going to put it up a little bit like that. There. And then this one I'll save for later. Now we're going to take our Sahara sand piece. And you see how I don't want to go below that line. So I just need to cut a tiny little curve. And don't. There. I did it. I'm happy. So now I just need to stamp my saying. So in your kit, you did not get this stamp because I'm not allowed to do that. But you can stamp whatever you like. And that's the nice thing about it. So I'm going to use my Stamparatus. And I'm going to tuck this into the, you know what? Yeah. There. Magnet. And what do I want to say on this one? What did I say on the other card? I said, you're a rare friend. You're a rare, fine, dear friend. I'm always here for you. Life can get kind of prickly. I kind of like that. Life can get kind of prickly. Okay. And we all know that it can, right? So we're going to put that on the bottom corner. And I want to stamp that with Memento. So I cannot see the comments on here, and I don't know if it's because you're not commenting or if I've been too busy looking at what I'm doing, but I might switch the way I do it. Instead of live, I might do it as a premiere. I'm not sure yet. We'll figure that out. I would like to know, I do believe that you get a notification when I'm going live if you have subscribed, so that's kind of nice. But I'm wondering if you also get a notification when I do a premiere. So we'll find that out together. This has been a real journey for us. So now I'm going to put my adhesive on this Sahara sand piece. And I would say the Sahara sand piece, I'll tell you, it is 4 inches by, and I cut a little bit off, So I would say it's 4 inches by 2 3/4. And this glimmery piece is 4 by 4, which means you can get 9 pieces out of one sheet of glimmer paper, which I really like that idea. See? So now you guys all had this die cut in your kit. And now it was a sheet and you had to cut it out. But I don't have any left for myself. So what I have to do is I have to stamp it. Okay? So I'm going, and I want to show you a trick with that. And so that's the nice thing if you get the Product Medley. Then you get the stamp set and the dies. You can also get just the refill kit, and then you get all the paper and the twine. You get this twine, 2 of them. So that's kind of neat too. All right. So we're going to do a technique called rock and roll. So then you start with your lighter ink. So I'm using Old Olive. Okay. I have Old Olive on here. And now I'm going to take Mossy Meadow, and I'm just going to roll it around the edges. I might get a little bit on my block, I don't know, but there we go. It gives you a little bit more of a realistic look. Now, if you use the Stamparatus, then see, then you could also, I think I need one for my second card. I'm going to do 2 of these. Let me see where my chamois is. I actually found my chamois again. I'm always happy to find it. I just think it's so dark and nondescript that it's really easy to lose. So I'm just going to clean it off because I don't want to get the darker ink in my lighter ink pad. Okay. But if you use the Stamparatus, then you could sponge on other colors, like a little bit of blue or sea foam. So here we go again, rolling it around. There. I got some on the block, but that's okay. I'm going to stamp this one like that. There. And then we're going to use the die cut to cut it out. And we're going to get the little mini back in place. Here we go. Here. So yes, to do the die cutting, you just need number 1 and number 2. And then your paper. And then your die. Now I'm hoping we get a little magnetic thing with it, but the last magnetic sheet, whoops, had a bit of problems. There. So then we'll just carefully lay that on top. And away we go. I always get these a little crooked. Sorry that my big hand is in the way, but that worked out quite nicely. Look how pretty that is. Isn't that nice? Okay, we'll do the second one. I kind of like it that I can show you the whole process with this little mini guy. And the mini you can get for that is a half price item, not the big machine. Don't ask me about the logic in that, but it's true. So I would say it's quite the nice little indulgence. It's very portable, so I could take this to my parents and I'm not lugging this big machine. And I'm thinking that for little die cuts and stuff, it's actually quite nice. It doesn't move around as much. And now I have one for the second card as well. Okay, so we're all set. I should have a garbage can right by, but I don't. Not today. Okay, so now we're going to pop up this cactus like that. You're making a lovely scene, and I want it to go a little bit lower. I'll get some dimensionals. Oh, actually, you know what? Oh, yeah, it is all down. Oh, I'm ahead of myself. I think 3 will do on here. I have a bit of a defective dimensional sheet today. It's kind of got cut through right to the back. There we go. Always feel them to make sure you took the backing off. And oh, I don't want the sand showing. There. Now, I did have, we'll put this one up here. I love the way the black kind of pops out as a shadow against that sparkly background. There we go. Peel off the backing. And I love the instant gratification of these stickers. It's so cool. There. Now all we need is a little flower. And I did have my flower laying here, but it has disappeared, true to form. But I have more, so no worries. I have a little baggie of all my little extra bits. And so you can, I kind of stuck with the coral because I like it for this card instead of the purple. but you could go with purple. Let's take a look. Let's see. Sure, the purple looks nice too. Actually, I like the purple. We're going to change things. I have my glue dots. Wow, everything is just at my fingertips today. I really love your feedback, guys, for helping me to stay organized. That is the biggest challenge in my life. There. Card is, oh, no, look. I forgot one little thing. See? And I'll bet you, I'm going to look in here. I thought I had all the things in my envelope, but I don't. So you get all these in your kit as well. I have 2 more kits ready to mail out if you want one. Okay, so let me know. It's $25 mailed anywhere in Canada. I think that's a real bargain for the instant gratification. I'm going to use, believe it or not, on this felt, you could try glue dots. Maybe I'll try glue dots. Why not? I was going to do liquid adhesive. Either or. I'm taking my pokey and just putting it right on that stitched part. And then, oh, look at that. It didn't go on. It didn't go at all where I wanted it to go. It's stuck on my cardstock. It must have fallen off my pokey tool. You guys probably saw that happen, and I did not. And you know what? I'm going to put a second one on. No, the glue dot, see, it's not working. All right. Good thing we had that failed experiment. I was just listening to Brene Brown this morning again. And, you know, the importance of failure. That you have to be vulnerable. You have to have courage to fail. Because if you don't fail, you're never trying anything new. So trust me, I must be quite courageous. I have failed many times. So now, you see how it's kind of just moving around there? I'm going to put something heavy on it, like so, and just let it sit for a while. So I'm just going to move this card out of the way, and we're going to go on to card number 2. And this is card number 2. In your kit, you have received a piece of this cardstock. It's 3 inches by 5 1/4, and this piece is about 1 inch by 5. And it came in your kit like this. So we have this. I already have mine stamped. This little piece came from the stamp set here, Simply Succulents. And Simply Succulents has all these nice little banners for sayings. It also has this great big, this one that cuts this, super cute. And it has a really nice little flower pot. So that's really nice. And I think it goes really well with the Cactus set. All right, now the one thing that is different in this kit is that you got all the extra paper. So you got more paper than what you need, but I did not trim this down. So this piece is 4 inches by 6 inches. Okay, so that was pretty easy for you to cut. You just have to cut a 4-inch piece. Okay, and then you have extras. I thought it was a good trade-off. You get extra paper, and you have to do a little bit of work yourself. Okay. You also should have some twine in there. I'm just taking all my goodies out of the envelope. I'm trying to. Oh, that's all I put in there. I didn't put any flowers. Okay. So fold this in half. And now we can put this on our piece. Okay. See how nice that is? So that was just 4 by 6. It's really, really pretty paper that comes in here. But this is nice too. I mean, you could, and that's the other thing, you can switch it to however you like. Maybe I'll do this one differently. Just, yeah, for a change, why not? Then you can see what's different. And that's another reason to watch my videos first and then make your own card later, because maybe you don't like the way I did it. Or you can learn from my mistakes. That's always a good thing. I don't think we learn from other people's mistakes quite as well as we learn from our own. Okay. Well, you know, here we go. Now this one does not go through the mini. It's a wide one. And I'm getting lazy, so I'm not going to put this one through. I'm going to leave it plain. And then this piece will just pop up a little bit more. So this card is just going to be slightly different. It's nice to see things differently sometimes. So a little bit of adhesive on here. Oops. There we go. And it's going on the left-hand side. And then we're going to pop up this nice cactus with a few dimensionals. And we're going to see how well the Tombow held our felt pieces in place. I like to put a punch on them, but I didn't have a punch handy, so I'm doing a block, and hopefully that will be sufficient thereunto. So we'll put the cacti like so, maybe a little bit higher. And then you've been on my mind. Ugh, sorry. I have a frog in my throat, and with the cold weather, I have been getting nosebleeds every day. I'm telling you, I don't know if any of you guys are prone to nosebleeds, but they are terrifying. It doesn't matter how many you've had, it still freaks me out anyway. It leaves me feeling kind of worn out. And then it plays mind games with you because you think, oh, I'm working too hard. I'm not taking good care of myself. But you know what? I think it's just genetic. My dad had them too. Okay, so I have 2 pieces of twine. You got lots of twine in your kit, okay? More than you need. I'm wrapping it around twice. Sorry if I grossed you out with my throat clearing there, but you know, sometimes you just have to do that. And no, I'm not. Rachel works at the hospital. She got tested. She was negative for COVID, so that's good too. Not that, yeah. She's a checker, and now today she started a new job where she helps the family with contact, like the people that can't have visitors, which is most people, and they get to contact their family at home with FaceTime, and Rachel's going to facilitate that. So I'm so happy for her. Okay, so I just tied that in a bow. I'm going to trim my ends. And I did it around twice, okay, because I wanted it to be really luscious. So now I'm going to pop up the back. It's all about the dimensions on this card. See, this is a bit of a pain. So if you get a product from Stampin' Up! That you're not happy with because it's defective in some way, and if I'm your demonstrator, let me know and I can take care of it for you. But otherwise, you can call Stampin' Up! Yourself. There's a 1-800 number on the catalog, and they are wonderful for standing behind their products. So I know that Stampin' Up! Is going to send me a new sheet of dimensionals because they're just a pain in the butt to work with when everything comes off. And dimensionals, our products, are meant to make your life easier, not more difficult. Okay? So there. I've popped it all up, and I'm going to put it off to the left a little bit. So now all we need, now take a look at the difference between the cards. All that we need is a few of those cute little felt flowers. So let's have a look. I have one here, and I have one here. Now I'm getting a little bit stubborn with, I'm going to see what the purple ones look like. Maybe a pop of purple would be nice. Oh yeah, I like the purple. Yay, we're doing it differently. Let me see. There's so many to choose from. You have way too many for your... Yeah, that's cute. I'm going to try it again with glue dots. I'm being stubborn. I just want to know if it works. I need to be for sure, 100% sure. So let's try it again. Pokey tool right on the felt tip. Oh, it doesn't want to stick at all. It comes right off. And you're saying, yeah, we saw that the first time, Jackie. You are so stubborn. Yes, yes, I am. Okay. Trial number 2, glue dots do not work on felt. Okay. So we are going to use, I'm wondering if they would work on those adhesive sheets. I'll let you know. There's one. And here is number 2. You know, I would like it if they came adhesive backed. That would make me happy. Okay, so there's the 2 cards. And you see how they're different with the different backing? Yeah. So I'm going to show you quickly which card we're making next week. And let me see, I wrote numbers on the back. I'm getting slightly more organized. So on your envelopes, you'll have a number. So this is next week's card. Okay, you can see I used the strip of paper. Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed your time with me. I'm just going to see if I can take this out and flip the camera for a minute. Here we go. Yay, here I am. Okay, I wanted to start this way, but I don't like flipping the camera after I've talked to you. So anyway, I just want to say hello. I want to say thank you so much, because the ones who are watching with me live, you guys are my pioneers. Okay, you guys are sticking with me, and I really appreciate it. This is a new venture, and I'm really excited about it. I hope it ends up going well, and thank you. If you have any questions, let me know, and I hope that you have a super day. Okay, bye.